Hey, hi Shubham.
Hi Abhijit.
Okay, can you turn on your camera?
Yeah, sure. Just a second. Is it visible?
Yeah, it's visible now. Okay. Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Thanks for asking. I'm, uh, I'm also good. So please start with your introduction.
Yeah, sure. My name is Shubham Shivane. I am from presently I live in Hyderabad. I am 23. Uh, I have completed my graduation from Nanded University with overall CGPA of 9.6. And along with my degree, I have learned HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and Angular with Bootstrap framework, with Bootstrap library. Mm, uh, and I love to travel. I love to play cricket, football. Yeah, that's all about me.
Okay. When you completed your graduation?
I have completed my graduation in 2021.
Okay. So do you have any experience in IT?
Yes, the overall I have experience of 4 years.
Okay. So tell me something about that.
Yeah, sure. It's like when I have completed my graduation, after that I joined on OSS consultancy. Initially, I joined as application support engineer for 1 year. Afterwards, in the same company I have joined as a UI developer. I have learned HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and I joined as a UI developer there. I have created some static websites there. Also, after 1 year of completion of as a UI developer, I joined as a Angular developer there. Uh, so as an Angular developer, I have created projects of e-commerce projects, which is related to selling the electronical accessories.
Okay. So tell me something about your roles and responsibility in that project.
Yeah, sure. Actually, the means like on the daily basis, we have been assigned some task. We have to complete that task in the given period of time. The main motive of the project is like we have to create a dashboard, user dashboard. Basically, there are three modules: user modules, admin modules, and merchant modules. Admin module is basically the bridge between the user and the merchant module. User module will see whenever user module login as a user, he can see all the details of the products we have created. It is a card like structure. We have created multiple cards in which we have shown images of the product. Means like it is the mix like means all the products, all the data we have shown it. For example, and in the in the right side, we have some sidebar, the list. There we have shown the categories, which means like the product, which product user want to select or purchase. That category is there. For example, like if you want to select battery, then he has battery options, and solar panels, transformers, cables. Multiple products are there. He can see that if he select any single product, he will redirect to the single product page, and he will see the all the details of the product. For example, like the product image, the specification of that product. And there are three options to get a quotation, as well as uh, company profile. He can see the company which is selling the product, and also he can see the contact of that.
Shubham, this is related to project, right? But
Mhm.
I want what think you done in that project.
Yeah, we have created a dashboard of the user module. There we have one module called user module, and there are multiple components. For example, like the card component, and services. We have used services to share the code or data. Also, navigation. We have created navigation bar,
Okay,
and
means you created dashboard, you created user models, you created that services, right?
yes.
Okay. So for creating service,
Mm-hmm.
uh, what observables you use and why you create that service?
Yeah, sure. For example, like we have multiple components to, as we know, the component is dependent on the services, because services handle all our data and functionality. We use services. In services, we used subject to share the data throughout the components, and with the data we share to the component, and component is shown as in a UI to which is visible to user.
Okay. Okay, no problem. So, what is the difference between HTML and HTML5?
Hmm. Uh, HTML and HTML5, like HTML5 gives us some browser API, for example, like fetch API, web storages, web sockets, drag and drop option is there, geolocation we have. Also, HTML5 provides us some semantic tags, and HTML5 we can use in HTML5 for audio and video tag, and
Why we
yeah.
require semantic tag?
Semantic tag, yes. Semantic tag means like a meaningful tag. Means like a browser as well as human can understand that tag. What is the use of this tag? For example, like header tag. Header tag in the name is only we are getting to know that this tag will be used in the header section. So it is a
No,
meaningful tag.
but before that, we can use different types of views.
Yeah, we use
We
divs.
can do ID, we can do class, and that also uh, same like semantic tag. Like,
Yeah, yeah. Div
so
is also
what
a
is
semantic
the
tag.
difference between that?
Difference is like we can say like the search engine optimization can read easily. Uh, if search engine optimization can read easily, means like it improves the performance.
Okay. Any other advantage we have for using a semantic tag?
Mm, I can say like means like if another user is working on the same code, he can also read it, like he can also understand the code.
Okay. Okay, no problem. Uh, what are the type of CSS?
Type of CSS. Okay. There is a inline CSS and internal CSS or embedded CSS or and external CSS.
Okay. Suppose I given a CSS by using all the three type of CSS.
Okay.
So which CSS will render?
The inline will render because the precedence of inline is greater than internal, and internal CSS is greater, precedence is greater than external.
Okay. Suppose I give CSS by using HTML tag, by using class, by using ID. Then what happen?
Okay, in external CSS,
Yeah.
uh, yeah, in this case, the specificity of ID is higher than class, and class specificity is higher than tag. The more specific the selector, the higher priority it will give.
Okay. Suppose there is a two divs, that is parent div and child div. Okay. So I want that child div in the middle of parent div. So how can I achieve that?
Hmm. In center, okay. By position we can do it. By using flex property we can do it.
Okay. Okay. By using position, how can we achieve?
We can give position relative to parent and position absolute to child. Then by using helper properties like top, left, we can make it to the center. And by, as we know, to if we give parent display flex, justify content center, align item center, it will the child will be placed in the center.
Okay. Suppose I didn't give position relative. Then
Then it will take the as we know body has by default position relative. It will come to the center from the body, like.
okay. What is the doc type in HTML?
Doc type means like it gives instruction to your DOM.
Which type of instruction?
Let's say in doc type declaration we have two tags, head tag, body tag. Whatever head tag, whatever we mention in head tag, for example, like the linking an external file, and also also what we do was in body we insert all our content. It usually the browser will read all the content, and it will tell it to the means like it will render it on the UI.
Okay. What is the difference between a PX, EM, and REM?
uh, this is a unit which decide the size of the font. Uh, Pixel is like is the smaller unit. uh, REM is the basically REM is the unit which we use. It's like 1 REM is equal to 16 pixel, and EM is higher than REM.
Okay. What is the pseudo classes?
Pseudo classes we have uh, mhm, like first child, last child, nth child, nth of type, first of type, hover, focus, active. These are the pseudo classes.
Why we require the pseudo classes?
Pseudo classes is basically is used to uh, st- mm, for example, like it is used to define the state of an HTML element. Yeah, basically it is used to define a state of an HTML element. For example, like hover. When
Mhm.
we hover any HTML element, we can change the CSS or style, and also on the basis of relationship, also we can target an HTML element.
Okay. What are the data types in JavaScript?
Data types in JavaScript, yeah, there are two data types: primitive data type and non-primitive data type.
Mm-hmm.
In primitive data type, we have string, number, boolean, undefined. Mm, String, number, boolean. Yeah,
Okay. And in non-primitive?
object, basically object array.
Okay. What is the type of null?
Type of null.
Hmm?
Yeah, the type of null is object.
Why?
Uh, Means like a I have searched why it is, but I also did not means like I did not found why the null type is object and it considered as a primitive data type.
Okay. No problem. What is the new feature in ES6?
ES6, we have promise, scopes, let and const. We have default argument. We have destructuring of array object, and so we have uh, spread operator, rest operator. We have header functions.
Okay. What is the difference between late var and const keyword?
Let const can create block scope. Var cannot create block scope, and also in let and const we cannot access any declaration before the initialization. It will throw an error. But in case of var, if we access any declaration before initialization, it will not throw an error. It will what it will say undefined. And coming to redeclaration and reassignment. In var we cannot in var we can redeclare and reassign the same variable. But in let we cannot redeclare in within the same scope. But we can reassign. In const we cannot redeclare and reassign in same scope. And const declaration must be initialized when we create it.
Okay. Um, I sent it one small code snippet in chat box.
Sure, sir.
So what will be the answer of that?
Less than 5. Okay, it will be 4 times 4.
4 times 4. Why?
Uh, okay, we have used set timeout.
Hmm.
Means like set timeout will call after 1 second. Means like when the set timeout calls, the loop has been completed. Means like after the completion of loop, set timeout will console the variable, and all the variables has the same value because the loop has been completed.
Okay. I sent it another one code snippet. So what is
Let
the answer to that?
Here it will be 1 2 3 4, because let create a block scope on a means like on every loop. It will create a separate like what we say. Mm, it will create for every decrease a separate scope. So set timeout can uh, take the initialized value from that scope.
Okay. So first answer is 444 and second answer is 124, right?
Yes.
Okay. Are you sure? Or do you want to change your answer?
Yeah, I'm sure.
What is the difference between the promises and observable?
Difference between promise and observable.
Hmm?
Promise is eager loading, observable is lazy loading, and whenever we create promise, we have to consume it immediately.
Hmm?
Mm, and in observable, until and unless we subscribe it, uh, it does not emit value. Mm, uh, Also, क्या वो- it will promise will create a memory leakage problem because the data will be stored in memory. Uh, but in case of observable, we can unsubscribe it. And
Okay. Why we require promises or observables?
to get data from means like for to handle asynchronous operation.
Okay. For handling asynchronous operation, we can use callback function as well, right? We can use async await.
Mm,
So
uh,
why you prefer to use promises or observables?
See, in callback functions, uh, means like calling a function asynchronously, it will create a callback hell, which is not maintainable as well as not understandable. Uh, so in such case, we use promises and
What is
async await.
callback?
Yes,
What is callback hell?
callback hell means like nesting functions to handle asynchronous behavior.
Okay.
So it will like create a nesting chain of functions.
Okay. Uh, Do you know a difference between double equal to and triple equal to operator?
Uh, Double equal to checks value, triple equal to checks value and type.
Okay. So how we can copy any object?
Means like copy in the sense, means we can create object and copy into declaration like this.
Okay. Uh,
Also, we can create a constructor. Yeah.
okay. Share your screen.
Hmm.
Um, Open in any JavaScript editor
Okay.
and create one object over there.
Just a second.
Mhm.
Is it visible?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Create one object,
Hmm.
mm, like a name, phone number, username, something. Okay. Add one nested object in that.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. Create a copy of that object.
Uh, Copy means like with a different reference.
Mm, Copy means copy. Same object with another name or another declaration.
Yeah. Hmm.
I want all the details of first object in second object.
Yeah. Sure. I will.
Okay. Okay. Console it.
Just a second.
Mhm. Okay. Why you use JSON parse and then JSON stringify?
Mhm. Yeah, by using spread operator also we can do it, but as we know, spread operator, it will only create a copy of an object for uh, the direct object, not the nested one. I have used for copy the object deeply. So for this scenario, I have used JSON.stringify. Again, I passed it.
Mm-hmm.
I think so. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Change the first name of a Node J object by using object 2. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, it changed.
Okay. Console the first object as well. Only obj.
Oh, sorry.
Good. Okay. Write down one program, a sorting function, where you need to sort the number of array uh, without using a built-in function. Like without using a sort, you need to sort in ascending order. Take
Okay.
any array of numbers and then sort it out. You can talk. What are you thinking? What is your in mind?
Yeah, sure. It's like I was thinking like to create a recursive function.
Mhm.
I will create one empty array and I will create I will assign a result a number 0 and I will iterate. Okay, do I have to use? Okay, I can use for loop to iteration.
Yeah, you can use for.
Okay, so I can use for loop here to iterate the array.
Mm-hmm.
I is less than length I plus plus. So I will iterate. hmm Then I will check push. Okay, if result is greater than array of num of I, then what will I will do? Means like if I will find the minimum number. Hmm, Push. Okay. What I will get here? I will get the minimum number array of num of A. Then what I will do if num. Okay. Then result equal to array of num. or I will get the okay, okay. Just done. Hmm. Then result is equal to f1. I will push the result into an array. Hmm. Okay. Empty array dot push result. Can I check the output as well as can I do the code?
Yes, yes, you can console, you can use console.
Just a minute. Okay. Array. Okay, two. I'm getting two. Oh, sorry. Array of num of I. Okay, I'm getting one. Uh, Before returning it, I have to uh, what I have to result equal to zero. Again, I okay result equal to
What is your condition if result is greater than array of num of I? Okay.
hmm,
In result, you are giving assigning a value of array of num of 0.
this first index of
Okay.
yeah.
Then for all the iteration, result should be a 2, right? Then you are checking the 2 is greater than 2, 2 is greater than 4, 2 is greater than 5. In this condition, only one time it will, this condition will true, right? When there is a 1. And then in that condition, you are pushing the code in empty array and you are returning empty array.
Like what I was thinking, like I will find the minimum number and push into the array. Then
Hmm.
I want to write a condition like after pushing it, I have to reset this result. Then again call this loop.
Okay, okay, okay,
So
right.
like this, it will sort in 1 2 3 4 5.
Okay. Then you need to reset the result after sending it in empty array, right?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Greater than equal to equal to. Okay. Yes. Okay, it is. Oh,
Okay, no problem, Shubham. What is the difference between an Angular JS and Angular 2 plus version?
Angular JS and Angular.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, Angular JS. It is typically written on JavaScript. Angular is written on TypeScript. Mm, also, uh, in AngularJS we don't have any data types, but in Angular we can give data types. And AngularJS is not friendly with mobile browsers, and Angular will run on mobile browser on every devices. Like, mhm. And
Okay. How we transfer the data from one component to another component?
we can use input output. We can use subject, behavior subject, mm, and also mm, by using service also we can share the data throughout the components. Input output, subject behavior subject.
Okay.
Mhm.
What is directives?
Directives. Directives means which gives instruction to your DOM, which changes the behavior or structural changes of HTML element in DOM, or we can say it mm, it changes the appearance of HTML element in our DOMs. Basically, there are three types of directives: component directive, we have structural directive, we have, and attribute directive we have. Component directive is nothing but essentially a component with a template, uh, which is used to give a custom HTML element. mm, and structural directive, mm, uh, for example, like ng4 start with a symbol, a star, and it decides the structure of your DOM. And attribute directive basically it changes the look and feel in your DOM. To change it change the behavior or appearance of an HTML element. For example, like we use ng style, ng class.
Okay. What is the bootstrapping module?
Bootstrapping module is nothing but app module which initialize your component. um,
Okay. Can we change that?
uh, yeah, we can change it. By default it is app module,
Mhm.
but app module we say like app module is a root module, uh, and all the child modules we mentioned in our app module. So uh, we uh, we use app module as a bootstrapping module.
Yeah, but I want to change the bootstrap module. So how can I change?
In app module there is an no, we have a option like bootstrap square bracket. We mentioned like app module or which module we have to enter.
Where we declare a bootstrapping module.
Mm, I'm not remembering it right
Okay, no issues. What is routing?
now. Routing is basically used to redirect a user from one page to another.
Hmm. To how we can optimize the performance of any Angular application?
There are many ways to perform. We can use resolver to get data before component is initialized, and also we can use um, lazy loading to uh, to reduce the initial download time, and by downloading modules on requirement. Also, we can use memorization technique. Um, we can use web worker.
Okay, what is web worker?
Web worker is nothing but it is another script which runs in background. It is not sync with the DOM. And basically, we mostly use web worker to write the calculative code which takes more time. Mm, and by using messages on message, post message, we can share the data to basically, as we know, like JavaScript runs synchronously,
Hmm.
asynchronously. Mm, Yeah, synchronously. It is a single threaded language. To run it on multiple threaded, we can use web worker
Okay, JavaScript runs synchronously or asynchronously?
synchronously.
Synchronously.
Yeah, when we use any browser API, so it will be the behavior will change.
Okay, web workers is a part of Angular or is it a part of JavaScript?
Mm, it's like we can use in on both. I mean,
Hmm.
like I don't have any idea which means like it is a part of Angular or JS, but I have seen like it can be used in both Angular and as well as JavaScript.
Okay. Um, do you know how to write a custom directives?
Yes, I know.
Okay. What is their syntax?
At the rate means like at the rate directive and selector the name in string and square bracket the name of the directive
Okay. Have
and
you written any directives in your current project?
mm, uh, yeah, means like there are multiple directives we have used.
Hmm. Give me any example.
For example, like mm, if there is an what we say, there is an control button like input control.
Hmm.
Uh, on that input control we have used uh, to like that input control should means like for example like the PAN number
Mm-hmm.
only four digit it will come into chunks and yeah and the only minimum number like 16 digit number only we can insert and no alphabets.
So, why you require a directives for that? Mean why you require custom directives for that?
Hmm. Yeah, we can achieve it through like using pattern as well, but directive is like we can it is a reusable we can use anywhere like there are multiple controls so uh, we can if we apply a directive to any HTML element so it is reusable and maintainable.
Okay. What is pipe?
Pipe it changes the date or format of your HTML element. It's like for example um, dates we use dates we use currency we use Uppercase, lowercase, capitalize, like that,
Okay.
to
Can we
format
write
the content.
custom pipe as well?
Yes, we can write custom pipe.
So write a syntax for that.
Okay, here only,
Yes, yes, you can.
like we have at the rate pipe, we have name, the pipe name, for example, summary.
Mhm.
Here we have export class and class name, custom pipe. We implement pipe transform. This is an interface.
Okay.
We have transform. Here we will get value, abstract control, something like that. Here, wherever we use this pipe, the value will come here.
Okay. Okay. No problem. So okay. 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 Sure. It's all right. Um, write one login form by using a reactive form,
Hmm.
and it will contain a username, password, email ID,
Okay.
and there should be one skill set. And by using click button or plus button, that skill set will multiply or
Okay.
add another one click skill set, and there should be one submit button.
Hmm.
So
Okay.
right.
Uh, shall I use Visual Studio Code?
Yeah, you can. No problem. Is your internet connection is weak because I'm not able to see you properly.
Uh, yeah, actually, yeah, the power cut is there,
Okay, okay, no,
and I
no
have
problem.
connected through hotspot.
Yeah, no issue.
Username, password, skills. That's it, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, let's create it. Mhm.
Do not take time for UI.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, you can directly write the syntax and all the things. Hello, Shubham.
Yes.
Yes, forget about that. Please explain how can you use form array.
Yeah, means like we will form array. Yeah, means like I have created here form array. I will get this array here, and I will push new controls in this array.
Okay. And
And
in
here in HTML, right?
HTML.
Mm, yeah, by we have to iterate that array.
Hmm.
Uh, means like by using ng for, I can iterate that array.
Mm. Okay. Okay. No problem. Okay. Thanks, Shubham. Thank you
Okay.
for giving your time.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Bye bye.